in the postseason or preseason, you spoke about wanting to get that internal pressure from your defensive unit. You've been here for 2 years. I've been covering the team for 9.
I think there's been some things different. I think Coach really studied, what's the best schedule for us.
We never came to fruition.
How much do we do? How much do we not do? Standpoint.
What is it that?
And then defensively, it's you want to go into these games standing on your foundation.
Yeah, I think number one, I mean, Coach Minner's sitting next to me here, so scheme allows for our guys to let their talent show. That's number one, and we're very talented up inside this year. We really have 5 guys that we lean on with Mason, Kris, Kenneth Grant, Rayshon Benny, and Cam Good, and they're all very talented players, all with a different, unique skill set, and they work so well together. And so the ability to feed off each other and do certain movements that, okay, I'm going to make you right if you get overcommitted one way, which allows us to be more aggressive in a first and second down pass rush situation. Also, I think that the way that we study film and the tendencies that we get for being able to steal some pass rushes on what most people would see as a running situation, our guys were able to see something unique about an offensive lineman, the way the ball is being held, an alignment by somebody, a tight end, a running back, to be able to pin their ear back a little bit more and create some pressure. So I think it's a combination of a lot of things, but number one, the credit goes to the players. We're very talented up front, and the edge guys, right? So the edge guys, with their ability to create pressure, the guards have to spend more attention on them, and so you get more one-on-ones with a guy like Kris or Mason or Kenneth, and that makes a big difference.
It seems like it's almost like when you have Mason and Kenneth out there at the same time, it almost feels like an unstoppable combo, especially when you absolutely need to be able to get into the backfield. What's special about having those two on the field at the same time?
Well, they're both very big and very powerful. They love the game of football, so they never, and really all the guys, all 5 of the guys, we're never taking the field and not wanting to put our best performance forward. And I think that sometimes you get tired at the end of the game and you just can't do that. Well, when you have 5 guys that can rotate in, you never get to that point where I'm too tired to go out and give it my best. So when Mason and Kenneth are on the field at the same time, 2 big guys that are very athletic, very powerful, and they know the game. Like they've studied the game. They know the game plan. They're very smart individuals, so that gives them a leg up, against some other guys that may not study the game like they do.
Back 2 years ago, you weren't here for you saw Notre Dame when Michigan played Georgia. It didn't really feel like Michigan really had the horses up front to be able to compete against Alabama or Georgia.
Yeah.
You had already competed against Alabama while at Notre Dame. So when you look at the guys you have now and like the physical size of these Alabama offensive linemen, how much more ready do you feel like Michigan is to be able to compete with because obviously for the better or worse of it all?
Yeah, I get the question. Yeah, we're. I love the matchup. I think we match up really well with the defensive line and their offensive line. Now listen, they're very talented and they're very big. They're very well coached. It's going to be a great challenge. But with that said, I would take our guys. I believe in our guys. We've matched the intensity of the offenses that we've played really the last 2 years. We haven't always played the best performance, but we don't get out physical. We won't get out physical. The guys take a lot of pride in that. Coach Herbert, our strength coach, we're all involved in this, and we're very prideful of that. So I love the matchup. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. The guys are excited about it. I don't see us getting pushed around. There are double teams that happen. I mean, you saw it with the Georgia game. When 700 pounds goes down on 320 pounds, it's not always going to be pretty. But someone else has to step up. When there's a double team, someone else has to step up, right, and pull that double team off. So we'll get moved at times on double teams, and there'll be some displacement, but we've got to work our techniques. But that's where I'm most excited to see how far we've come from game 1 to this game right now.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm going to ask you about their